Hello, my fellow time travelers. Where do you want to go this time? The longitude problem and John Harrison's little H4 clock. Splendid choice. Let's set the temporal coordinates. I rush from my studio to the time machine, throw the lever, and dive straight into 1761. One moment I am in my lab. The next I am on the deck of the HMS Deptford in a raging Atlantic storm. Spray lashes my face. Timber groans. Sailors shout as the ship pitches over black water. Everything is violent, wild, uncertain. Then, beneath the wind, I hear it. Tick, tick, tick. A tiny, calm sound. Far too calm for this sea. In the 1700s, that sound could mean the difference between arrival and disaster. Sailors could measure latitude by the sun and stars. Longitude was the monster. There were no lines on the ocean, only guesses, currents, and terror. Get it wrong and a ship could miss its port by hundreds of kilometers or smash itself on unseen rocks. So Britain offered a huge reward through the Longitude Act. Stop ships getting lost and you could win a fortune. Most learned men thought the answer had to come from astronomy and massive tables of numbers. A clock, they said, could never survive salt, damp heat, cold, and endless rolling. But I know this voyage is different because somewhere below deck is H4, a machine small enough for a hand and important enough to change the world. I follow the ticking into the officer's cabin. There I find William Harrison, John Harrison's son, hovering over a padded box. The captain watches with open distrust. The navigator clutches charts as if paper might defend him from humiliation. William opens the lid. There it is, not a grand tower of brass, but a pocket watch-sized masterpiece. Soon the sky calms enough for testing, and I explain the trick. H4 is set to Greenwich time before the voyage. At local noon, when the sun reaches its highest point over the ship, the navigator knows the local time. Compare that with Greenwich time on H4, and you can find longitude. Every hour of difference equals 15 degrees east or west. Simple in principle, terrifying in practice. The captain mutters that he will not lose his ship to a toy. The navigator looks ready to agree. If H4 is wrong, reefs, shoals, and careers go down together. William says little, but I can feel the pressure pressing on him from every side. His father built this answer, and half the scientific world wants it to fail. As I watch William lift H4 for inspection, my breath catches. The escapement, the tooth shapes, the logic of the motion. None of it feels entirely new to me. I have seen these ideas before, not in a book. In the schematics I have been tracking across the Industrial Revolution. This is no random resemblance. H4 looks like an evolution of that older design, which means someone may have been guiding these inventions. Before I can think further, the Atlantic turns savage again. A storm slams the ship. The captain demands answers. The navigator stares at H4 by candlelight, soaked and trembling, torn between old methods and this daring machine. I urge him to cross-check, not blindly trust. Use the heavens where possible. Use the clock too. Let evidence decide. At dawn we make the test. The sea is rough but calmer. The navigator takes the sun's height. We compare the reading with H4. We calculate. Then we wait. The captain sends a lookout forward. No one speaks. Exactly where H4 said it should be. The cabin changes at once. Suspicion becomes stunned respect. William almost collapses with relief. The captain says nothing for a moment, which is how I know he is impressed. As Jamaica nears, William finally lets me inspect H4 more closely. I tell you what this means. Marine chronometers like this will make navigation safer, speed trade, reshape exploration, and alter the balance of power across the oceans. But inside, I am thinking about something stranger. These mechanisms are too familiar, too connected. A hidden hand is not just building machines, it may be steering history itself. Then we dock in Jamaica under a blazing sunset. The crew celebrates, the trial has worked, and that is when I see the figure. On the harbour edge, just beyond the crowd, stands the same mysterious silhouette from my earlier adventures. My heart drops. Not a map reader, a map manipulator. The figure slips into the Caribbean twilight, clutching that compass as if it can bend the world. I reach for my device and feel it answer. The longitude problem is solved. But now someone is tampering with the very maps of empire, and I think, my fellow time travelers, we had better follow.